This is Andrew Bosin. I'm a tech startup attorney. I'm located in New Jersey, just outside of New York City. I represent mobile app startups, developers, and entrepreneurs all across the U.S. in drafting your website terms, your privacy policies, software developer agreements, software development agreements, your website legal agreements. This video is for informational purposes only. I'm not here to give legal advice. If you need legal advice, please call me at 201-446-9643. In representing mobile app startups across the United States, one of the things that I draw from is my experience as a SaaS entrepreneur. One of the reasons why my clients hire me is I've built 2 SaaS companies as general counsel owner with my partners, Delaware C Corporations. I was heavily involved in the software development process, doing the deals with developers, statement of work, making sure that the specs and what was to be built was actually built, working on our MVP, on our beta, getting clients, closing enterprise deals, doing a lot of the negotiations, a lot of the agreements. Being an entrepreneur and seeing from the ground up, where your money goes, how to raise money, how to make your money last, especially in the software development process, is critical. One of the biggest mistakes that people who are building apps make is they only sign an NDA with a developer. They should sign a full-blown software development agreement which deals with the timing of what is being built. What is being built? Are you giving the developer, development company, wireframe schematics, drawings? Are they going to build, a mini MVP that costs you maybe $1,000 or $2,000, which they show screenshots of an iPhone or an Android phone that sort of works and gives you the idea of what they're going to build? What about the milestones? How much money are you putting up front? You're going to make sure that with each milestone that's completed, that all the bugs and defects are being fixed by the developer. You're making sure that the functionality matches up to what you want being built. Does it work properly? Is it wonky? Has it been tested on the latest version of iOS and Android? These are really, really important things. Do you own all of the IP or the developed work or the deliverables during the process? Let's say you need to fire the developer because they're not doing great work or they're ripping you off. Do you own all of the developed IP that's been created to date? When I draft development agreements for app companies or entrepreneurs having apps built, I make sure that they own all of the IP, developed IP, intellectual property at each step of the process. You want to make sure when the project's over that you own all the intellectual property, that anything that's been developed is work made for hire for you. You own everything. If the developer is using open source software in building your app, you want to make sure that the developer has a license to use that app and that you get a perpetual license from the developer to use that software in your developed software or your app. You want to make sure the developer has insurance. If there's a dispute, you want to make sure you can file a lawsuit where you live or work and resolve that dispute so it's easier for you and cheaper for you. These are just some of the things that need to go into a software development agreement. I could talk for an hour about a software development agreement. Website terms and conditions, TOS, privacy policies. These are all the things you need when you launch an app. Very important to protect you. If you need help with your mobile app, with development, with your mobile app terms and conditions, your privacy policy, your TOS agreements, please call me, Andrew Bosin, no matter where you're located, at 201-446-9643.